Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day. So today we got ourselves something a little bit different. Tundra's going to stay parked today, and we are going to be checking out a 2020 Toyota Supra GT3 Premium. Not a bad looking vehicle. It's very yellow, and I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but it is like a Gouldens mustard yellow. Spicy brown. Tiny compared to the Tundra. Look at the size of that thing. Look at this thing. This is not meant for a family, folks. This is meant for a good time. A little over 300 horsepower. I think it's 320 something. We're gonna see what this thing feels like. It just got here. What do you think? This is gonna be the question of the day. Comment below what you think of the exterior look of the current Supra. I don't know. Something a little bit different. Different wheels. I like it. Little diffuser action down here. Not bad. I love the rear end look of it. It's got a nice look. Check out the inside real quick. Hold on. Let's get her open. There you go. That's what she looks like on the inside. Two-seater, of course. Can't get much back here. All leather. Nice ball string on the seats. Real nice car. Would be nice to own as a secondary vehicle. Not bad. Pretty straight to the point. Has a little bit of a Toyota look, but a lot more of a BMW look on the inside. So let's hear what you think. Shifter, more of a modern looking shifter. Modern looking, like a media dial. We'll check it all out. Let's start her up. All right, big shout out to Toyota and BMW on these side mirrors. They are quite good for a car this small. They do the job perfectly. Usually in cars this small, you have mirrors on the side that don't really do the job very well, but these are awesome. Okay, just a quick overview of the inside with the vehicle on. All right, so you get some cup holders and, you know, a good place to put your arm because you're kind of down in a cockpit feel right now. Like I said, good seat bolstering, puts you down in the vehicle. This center console completely separates you from the passenger and everything else. But down here, you know, you have your traction control, parking sensor, safety system, automatic emergency brake, the shifter. This controls all your media up here. You know, pretty basic climate control system. Nothing too crazy. It isn't a super busy interior. It's kind of a nice layout. Straight to the point. Gotta love these seats. Good looking seats for sure. Glove box over here. Vents. Nice lines, totally. Nice little setup going here. And you can't really see this probably, but you got a heads up display right here that says the speed you're going and what the speed limit is on the road. So there you go. Pretty straight to the point, straightforward. Cruise control action. All right, let's take this thing for a ride. Obviously, it's push button start. See what we got. All right, we're gonna take the 2020 Supra here on a little ride. This is the only place to put the camera. There's not many places to put it in here, so fortunately, you're gonna have to stare at me today. We're gonna see what this thing has a little bit. Short little ride. Like I said, just got here. Sounds really good, feels really fast. There's a few things I'm gonna be trying to check out here, you know, with this first ride. Does it feel like, hold on, let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit fast. Okay. Let's test this thing out and see what it does on the road here. This is like probably a cop magnet of a car, especially this color. Oh, dude. Gets up to speed. Gets up to speed so quick and so clean. This is gonna be a fun week with this thing. Obviously, you know, you gotta get the obvious stuff out of the way first. The handling is amazing. It has great handling. It's very low to the ground. The windshield is very small compared to what I'm used to. And like I said, you sit down in the vehicle a little bit. And I was afraid, being a bigger gentleman than I am, that it would be uncomfortable, but the seating position is really good. Good brakes on the car. You know, it just feels comfortable already. Oh, and that is one thing I hate. You got to turn off the auto stop start. That seems to be in all vehicles nowadays, and I just can't stand it. But yeah, you can turn it off. There's an off button right here, right behind the shifter. Not too bad. Overall car looks like, again, I was saying before, it's got a nice modern interior, but it is very basic. It's nothing too crazy, so that's always a good thing. All right, so we're driving around a little bit here, just trying to get a feel for her. There's a lot of traffic on the road, which is kind of what I want right now, because I just want to see how this car is in just regular traffic. Not just, you know, flying down the highway and the thing. I want to see what it would be like to own this vehicle, and that is my goal over the next week. Just kind of give an overall view on what the ownership experience would be. Of course, the first 5 minutes with the car is going to be amazing, but at the end of a full week with it, driving it every day to and from work, is there anything I was weird about? How does it feel when it's in the rain? Stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to deal with snow because it is the middle of August, but just overall, how is the car? It's a rear-wheel drive sports car with a lot of power. You know, I was telling some people at work, you know, the Supra has just over 300 horsepower, and almost all of them unanimously said, that's it. Listen, the thing can move. It's real light. It's a fun car to drive for sure. This is a fun car to own as like a second car, a Sunday driver, something fun. As far as owning this day to day, this is pretty expensive. It's in the upper 50s, $57-ish thousand. And you know, you got a little trunk. I mean, you could probably get an overnight bag or two back there, maybe some light grocery shopping, nothing too crazy. Excuse me a sec, let me get by this vehicle. Cool. But you know, this isn't going to be something that's going to bring the kids on vacation or anything like that. This is something you get, you know, when you're in like a midlife crisis, and you want to have something fun. I will tell you this, just from the little bit of driving I've been doing it now, this is not a car you want to get so people don't look at you. People are going to look at your car. They're going to look at you. They're going to rev their engine when you drive by. It is bright yellow. This is not the color I would choose if I was to buy this car. I think it's cool, but I would probably buy the silver. Silver or the white would probably be the two colors I get. And again, this would not be something I would purchase as my only vehicle. No way. Definitely a cool experience. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of the fact that, you know, BMW pretty much made this car and Toyota put their name on it. But at the end of the day, it is kind of fun. And, you know, as long as Toyota was involved, you know, in the creation of the vehicle, you can't be too mad about it because, you know, I mean, let's be honest. Toyota's not going to put their name on a dud, and it feels like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's got a great noise to it. Just an experience. Right now, I feel like it's completely different from what I drive, which it is. It's the exact opposite. But I think after a few days of driving this, I'm gonna get real comfortable in it and have a great time. So in this small little ride that I've done, I turned off the camera and did a little, you know, driving just to get a feel for it, just so I could talk about it a little bit. Just the quick beginning of the week pros and cons. We're gonna go back and we're gonna visit this a few times, and then at the end of the week, we're gonna come up with something. But initially, obviously the handling's great, obviously the pickup's great. My favorite pro is what we're doing right now. We're just driving easy, 30 miles an hour, back roads a little crappy, but the car feels really good. It can really handle the bumps well and everything like that. So, you know, it's not bad. It's not a vehicle you're just driving to, you know, bring to the racetrack or to go 90 to 100 miles an hour with. You could do your everyday thing with it if you want, if that supports your lifestyle. So that is my main pro. This thing can be driven fun and fast or nice and easy. All right, so far I have one con, and just from driving it around this little while, they really should have came out with a manual transmission option with this. If this car was in a manual, it would be on my radar to have as a second vehicle for sure. I mean, it would be perfect for it. And in the Supra name, you got to have a manual transmission. And I understand this thing can probably shift a lot better. It's an 8-speed transmission. You know, it feels like it gets up through the gears real good. It tells you what gear it's in and everything. It's awesome. It's nice linear feel, no jolting or anything like that. But just in something called a Supra, it is still fun to shift your own gears. If you're someone who's never driven a manual, there's just something about manuals, and this car needs one. All right, even if it's a low production on the side, it really could use a manual. And I bet you they would sell a bunch of them. That's just me though. But overall, it is what it is, and this is the future. And we got paddle shifters. I mean, that's half the battle. Through the week, we will mess around with the paddle shifters. This is kind of just that first impressions drive of you know, what we think of the car overall. But it is definitely going to be a fun week. Price is steep, but you have to expect that. I will say this in closing on this video. I do wish that they didn't call it a Supra, okay? And I know for branding and business, it makes a lot of sense because it draws a lot of attention. But this car, I think half the problem with it and seeing like what people think, you know, as far as fans and media and everything, is the name is the thing that got everybody kind of hot and bothered about it, because it really is nothing like the old Supra at all. And that name is very, very important to Toyota enthusiasts, as there's Supra forums and groups and meets and things like that all over the world. So the name Supra kind of, you know, drew a lot of attention, and then when it didn't come out the way people wanted, they were a little bit disappointed. So I don't know, that's the way I feel about it. But so far it is a good little driving experience. You know, like I said, I'm glad Toyota gave it to me for a week, so thank you, Toyota. This again should be a lot of fun. But let me know what you think about this car in the comments below. I'm very much interested in hearing what you guys have to say. It is a Tundra channel, so there are going to be a lot of Tundra guys on it. But as far as press vehicles go, it took me a long time to try to get this vehicle. I've been trying since the vehicle came out. This is one of those high demand journalist vehicles, so I was finally able to get one, and so far so good. So let me know what you think. Do you agree with me this thing needs a manual? How do you feel about a $55,000 to $60,000 price tag on it? And is it something you would buy as a primary or backup vehicle? Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. You're going to see a logo pop up, Tundra Dude 34. Make sure you hit that and subscribe to the channel. Check out the playlists. We have a lot of vehicles other than Tundras on here. We also have a ton on the Tundra, so go check it out. Welcome aboard. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at Tundra Dude 34, TundraDude34 @gmail.com. Guys, have a great day. Be safe. Talk to you soon.